Okay, we're gonna do Kitaco high flow oil pump and lifter plate, clutch lifter plate, and heavy duty springs for the clutch on this 2024 Grom with about 500 miles on it. Already got the oil drained, and then we're gonna have to remove this rear set here to get to some of the bolts for the clutch cover here. We do have these Loctite, so it'll take a little bit to come out. We did have to use this adapter nut and rear axle shaft here for the rear passenger peg kit. Alright, then I guess we'll zap off these 8mm bow heads here. Okay, and it looks like all these bolts are the same length, so don't have to worry about them. And then we'll slide this clutch cable off this bracket here. And we'll try to remove this cover off without breaking the seal here. Okay, we use the seal. Like okay, looks like the seal came out pretty clean. Wipe this off first, and these O-ring here for the oil pump, you want to make sure those are still there, keep track of them. That side here. Just wiping off this gasket surface here. See, there's no leftover gasket that was stuck to it. Looks like it all came out pretty clean. And we'll pull off this oil screen here. See what we got here for you. Brand new, never 500 miles on the bike here. Got a little bit crud here. Oop. Like we got Another piece of metal or something pretty hard. There's metal on that. I don't think it's metal. Alright, we'll clean that off. Okay, we'll do the clutch lifter plate off first here. We'll need to get these bolts here, get the bearings out. And I'm just gonna do 3 springs. I'll keep the 3 OEM springs in there, and the first spring for now. Just to get a, I don't want a full, pretty stiff compared to stock one. Okay, so I'm just going to do the 3 heavier spring and then the 3 OEM spring, and I'll put the I'm just gonna put the heavier springs underneath where the bolts hold the lifter plate. That way it gives it more support there. So, and they're different color and different tension, so it's pretty easy to know what they are. I have to mark them. And then try to get this cover back on here. Get these bolts started here. Okay, get them started with 2 thread here, and then just walk around and make sure all these springs are seated. And then just kind of walk these bolts in here evenly around. Just go back and check these springs here once in a while. Make sure they're all still there. Okay, and then we'll zap these in slowly. Alright, and these are torqued down to 9 foot-pound, and I only have an inch-pound torque wrench here, so it's 108 for inch-pound. Put the bike in gear so it doesn't spin here. Okay, next we're gonna do the clutch pump here, or the oil pump here. Okay, and just these two dowels here. Put these back in over here. And we'll have to reuse this plastic gear here. So we'll have to remove this back cover here. It's going to be 8 mil here. Got that cover off, and just slide the pin off here. Okay, so we got the new oil pump here. We'll add some oil into it. And then we put the pin through here first. The new pin. And then we'll put the cover back on. And pull the pin up. Get the full gear on there. And the pin. Push the pin through. And then we'll pop this V-clip back on here. Okay, that looks good. Give a couple spin to get the oil moving around. And then just put our bolt back on to the rear plate. Alright, looks like the rear plate wasn't aligned to the dowel. So I loosen up the bolt here and put the dowel in. That way the rear plate is aligned to the dowel hole, and then I'll tighten it down. And these are also 9 foot-pound or 108 inch-pound. Okay, and then make sure you put your bearings back into your clutch lifter plate here. Okay, so since this is the first time that we pulled the screen off, looks like there are some metallic stuff on the screen there. Probably from machining and not deburring and stuff like that. So, yep, I'll spray those off. Okay, so now we just want to make sure we put these dowels and O-ring back on the new oil pump here. Okay, put these dowels back in there. So you can see it correctly, and then check the gasket surface again here, so it's all clean. And then you can pop the cover back on. Make sure your dowels are there. So you got one down on the bottom on the back here and one on the front on the top. Okay, it looks like everything's there. Okay, so everything's back on. And then these bolts back. Make sure you don't forget your cable brackets here. You don't put them back and then realize you forgot them. And the clutch brackets up here. Put your clutch cable back in. And get these started by hand first. A few threads. Yep. Before you run them down. So make sure you run these in crisscross. And then torque them down to 9 foot-pound. And that should be it. And the next mod is going to be oil cooler and the DHM 149cc big bore. And that'll be it. See you in the next one.